Christmas is almost here, so today we're going to talk about Christmas movies and Christmas series. If you don't know what to watch, we have some recommendations for you. Whether you like to go back to your childhood or you prefer to watch brand new movies, we have everything in store. Before we start, tell us in the comments if you like watching Christmas movies and series, and if so, which ones are your favorite. If not, maybe this video will change your mind. Let's start with some new movies released this year. The first one is called Falling for Christmas, and it's on Netflix. The main couple is played by Lindsay Lohan and Cord Overstreet. The plot follows Sierra, a young millionaire who's recently engaged, when she has an accident that leaves her with amnesia. Jake, a local lodge owner, takes her in while she recovers. Lindsay Lohan is definitely the star in this movie, and after her years of being targeted by the press, it's really nice to see her doing what she's best at again. And yes, this movie is predictable, but it's still really funny and you could enjoy it on a cool evening with some friends. The second movie we recommend is Christmas with You, and it's also available on Netflix. Featuring Amy Garcia, the movie centers on Angelina, an international pop star. Desperately in need of a break, she decides to travel to a small town to meet a fan. Fan's father, Miguel, played by Freddie Prinze Jr., is a music teacher, and of course they decide to compose a song together. It's a classic Christmas rom-com, but it also has some pertinent commentary about the music industry and artists being pressured into writing Christmas songs. The last new release Christmas movie we wanted to tell you about is Your Christmas or Mine, which will be released on Amazon Prime Video on December 2nd. We haven't seen it yet, but the plot is very original. The cast is good reason to watch it. This movie focuses on a young couple, James and Haley, who inadvertently spend Christmas with each other's family. A huge snowstorm leaves them unable to reunite, and they soon realize that there is a lot they do not know about each other. It's not a classic rom-com, but it's definitely looking like it's going to be an interesting Christmas movie. We're going to go back to the childhood and family versions now, with an animated movie called Klaus, released in 2019 on Netflix. The main character is a postal worker sent to a lonely island where the locals are in permanent conflict. If you haven't seen it yet, you really should watch it this year. We can assure you it'll become one of your classics. It has everything: amazing visuals, a great story, plenty of laughs, and even a few tears. Second Christmas movie that'll take you back to your childhood is Home Alone. To be honest, we're not even going to explain the plot to this one, because even if you haven't seen it, we're sure you know what it's about. And if you haven't seen it yet, it is definitely time to catch up with this masterpiece. And if you have already, we're sure you'll remember a joke or two that you forgot or went over your head the first time. Now let's talk about what some consider to be the ultimate kind of Christmas movie, rom-com, and perhaps its most famous one, Love Actually. Even if you know the story and the characters already, you can always find pleasure in new things and have fun watching it. It's a classic Christmas movie for a reason. Some of the characters are even more interesting after growing up, and the movie has more depth than the first time you watched it. In the same spirit as Love Actually, we at SoundsOfSeries, and yours truly in particular, are huge fans of The Holiday. It's a very nice rom-com with very good actors. You have two great couples, Jack Black and Kate Winslet, though some may consider Kate and her mentor figure, E.Y. Wallach, to be the third chemistry-packed pairing, falling in love in sunny Los Angeles, while Cameron Diaz and Jude Law are being equally adorable over in England. It's like getting two films for the price of one. Still talking about rom-coms, but for the first time in this video series, this one's going to be a series and not a movie. We really encourage you to watch Dash and Lily. It's based on a novel written by Rachel Cohen and David Leviathan. The story follows two teenagers living in New York who open up to each other by trading messages and dares in a notebook around the city. Dash and Lily is a delightful holiday series that reminds us how festive and cozy the Christmas season is, whether you celebrate it in a big city or in your small hometown. Before we finish, we'd like to tell you our favorite recommendations. Our favorite Christmas series is a more adult one. It's called Home for Christmas, and it's Norwegian. There are 2 seasons available on Netflix. The story is about Joanne, a 30-year-old nurse who has everything but a boyfriend, and unfortunately it's something that she is reminded of every day, especially during Christmas time by her family. So she decides to find one before Christmas Eve. What we love in this show is the fact that all the characters are imperfect, but wonderful in their own way. It will also make you want to visit Norway because the locations and the cinematography are really beautiful. And finally, we wanted to talk about Last Christmas. The story focuses on Kate, played by Emilia Clarke, who's living a quite unhealthy lifestyle. She drinks, she doesn't care about her job, she avoids her family. Enter Tom, aka Henry Golding, and he takes her through the emotional struggles while showing her around London spots that she's never been to. This movie looks like it's going to be a standard romantic comedy, but I assure you it is not. We're looking forward to hearing your thoughts about this one especially, so feel free to tell us everything in the comments or on any of our social media accounts. That's it for this video. If you liked it, please take the time to subscribe to our channel and turn the notifications on. It's really important to us. And see you next time.